Hello everybody, I'm Laughing Sand, and welcome to Darkest Dungeon. For anyone who isn't aware, Darkest Dungeon is a roguelike game with a bit of a persistent town management and character management element to it. It's got a cool little system where you deal with characters' phobias and their mental fortitude, and it's got some pretty interesting mechanics that have quite a bit of depth to them, and even the ones that don't have a lot of depth to them are just really fun to play around with. We'll jump into the intro cinematic and then we'll go right into the game.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and Imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, Opulent and Imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
So I assume from that cutscene that he shot himself, but that being said, it's very impressive that he was able to continue talking after shooting himself. Or maybe he's just a really lousy shot and messed up shooting himself. You know what? We can't say. I assume from the tone of the cutscene that this game is mainly about friendship and, everybody getting along. But we'll find out more. Let's get right into it. Darkest. Sure, we'll call it Darkest. Or you know what we'll call it? We'll call it Smarkest Berg. Smarkestburg. The Smarkestburg dungeon. Let's go. Oh no.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Yeah, this sounds like it's going to be real happy all the time. I'm very much looking forward to it. And the game has frozen. Oh, are we there? Do it. Come on, game. Unfreeze. I believe in you. Okay. Ah, did it. Perfect. There we go. The old road. You are currently in a room. To move forth, click on another room on the map. That's this down here. This will take you to the connecting hallway. That would be these 4 little tiles here. The old road. Find your way to the hamlet. We've got Reynald and Dimas. Or Dismas. I don't know. Highwayman. Let's see. We've got Bulwark of Faith. We look at people. God-fearing will only pay for stress relief. Prone to stealing items. That's not good. 10% damage, plus 10% damage of torch above 75. So that's like 1 more damage on some attacks every so often. Camping skills don't matter so much right now because we won't have to use them yet. Most of this stuff will be explained as the game goes on. So he can only attack people in the first 2 rows. And he can attack 2 people at once with this. It does 40% less damage. Can stun people, but 67% less damage. And Smite does normal damage and a bit more against Unholy. What about you? You can attack the first 2 with that, the back 3 with that, and the first 3 all at the same time with that, but less damage. And Tracking Shot will allow you to boost that up. Okay, let's check what you have. Known cheat is not allowed to gamble while in town. Okay, fair enough. Stun resist and more speed. I like more speed. This game has an interesting little mechanic where you can put each person in your party has a position from 1 to 4. And they also have a preferred target, which is where their abilities can target. So every one of his abilities can target the person that's second in the opposing line. Most of his abilities can attack here. I believe it's this one can't, the other 3 can, and then it shows the priority of where certain shots can hit, where they can't, what's the best place for them, because it shows over here the little white pips are where you can stand to use that ability. So it's a pretty interesting mechanic. It gets more in depth as you have more people. Let's move on. Let's move to the next room.
Have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
While in a hallway, press D to move forward and A to move back. If you prefer the mouse, you can click ahead or behind the party to move them. We have this little torch mechanic. Ooh! Ow! Combat is turn-based. On your hero's turn, click a skill icon and then click on a highlighted target. If you can't select a particular skill, it's because that hero needs to be standing in a different spot, or there are no valid targets. Mouse over the skills to see the requirements. That's what we just mentioned. This guy has how much health? He has speed of 3. What speed do we have? So speed of 7 and speed of 1. So I think we're gonna go with the stunning blow because it's cool. And we got him. We stunned him. You can hover over people here and you can see their resists under the resistance to this thing, where you can see how much the chances are of them resisting particular effects. We have this open vein which can apply bleed, which is every time it's their turn. Oh, he resisted it. We just saw that there. So I'm not exactly sure how the turn orders work in this game. I'm going to have to research it off screen. I wish there was some way you could just check it. Like, there's a lot of the turn-based games do that, where you can just look at the bottom and check. Banner Saga, you just, at the bottom of the screen, you can check. Final Fantasy X, you can look through the turn orders. I wish it were more readily available to look at. That being said, there might be some place you can look at it that I just don't notice. While exploring, you will often find interactive objects. Click or press W to investigate them. Take a look at this tent. Don't steal anything, Reynald. Bring us stuff valuable.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Good job, Reynald. You didn't steal it. Halt. We didn't halt. Okay. Brigand Bloodletter.
and their kind is no longer welcome.
So he has 35 health, but really low speed. And really high speed. Oh crap, I didn't mean to use the ability. I used the ability, it's okay. I meant to actually just... I wish you could like... If I right click him, does it make it stay up? I want to be able... Who knows? Okay, let's stun the big guy. He has a stun resist to 50%. Oh, maybe not. Let's take out this back guy. He's more of a Can I... Oh, this guy's in the third position, not the... I thought he was in the second position. He's in the third position, it looks like. Yeah. Smite it is. We'll just take out this guy first. That's what's... It's ended up being in the cards, so we'll just do it that way. Uh-oh. He's bleeding. And we take stress damage. You can see stress down here. As stress builds up, once you get to half, it just affects, you can get like a new, I don't know what to call them, new phobias, I guess? But sometimes your characters will be like, oh, they were tested in the trials of the fire and they actually they can gain good things too.
Inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue?
When most monsters die, they leave corpses. Corpses will eventually go away on their own, but you can attack them to get rid of them faster. Monsters killed with bleed, blight, or crits leave no corpse at all. Oh, and it will bleed away over time. That's pretty cool. There will be no blood left for the leeches. Cool. Is this guy maybe in the fourth place? Can we shoot him? Can we just kill the guy? Blanket fire. Ah, this is annoying. Demos is getting owned. Let's take out this. There we go. We were able to push this guy forward. I think maybe the big brigand just took up 2 spaces or something like that. That's always a possibility.
Give them no quarter.
Oh, we did it. A jade. Holy water used to purge evil and restore purity. Citrine, cool. And a portrait. After you've completed the requirements of a quest, you have the option to return to town at any time. Just click the crest. You don't need to return to the starting room of the dungeon to exit. Thank God. Let's continue adventuring real quick. I want to open this chest. Reynold will open it. It's trapped. You got blight. Okay, whatever. Quest rewards, 5,000 of the big ones. Or five big ones. We got some food, that's good. And 2 resolve XP. You got a torn rotator. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry about that, Reynold. That's... oh my god. And Lygophobia. Minus 20% stress resist if torch below 26. So we need to make sure if we use Demos or Dismas that we have our torch on high. Oh. And it's frozen at the loading screen. Oh, we're there.
Such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them.
Okay, thank you, buddy. We have our quest goals: defeat the wizened hag, apprentice necromancer, Son Chow, alluring siren, all this junk. Roster goals. Cool, Reynold. Thank you. On any screen in the game, press and hold H to see the contextual help for controls in that mode. Okay. Cool. Let's go to what we have. Graveyard. Is anyone dead?
Will end up here,
No.
covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Cool. That's good.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
You'll need to recruit these 2 heroes to fill out your party of 4. Drag and drop them into your roster. While you're here, spend some of your starting resources on upgrading the stagecoach network. This will increase the number of heroes available here in the future. To upgrade, click the plus symbol on the left and then click the upgrade. Okay, let's see. We got a Plague Doctor. Let's look at him. Noxious Blast, Plague Grenade, Emboldening Vapors. Gives the target more damage and more speed. Ooh, we can give that to our Paladin because he has low speed. Or Paladin? Crusader. Okay. We're gonna make you red, buddy. Okay, Plague Doctor. That's pretty cool. And this is Disorienting Blast. Clear all corpses, and you can shuffle someone one space, but it does no damage. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that ability before. Then again, I have not played this very much. Ruins Adventure. More stress resist in Ruins. Prone to investigating the dark arts. That's dangerous. Big damage modifications here, but he's got a lot of blight applications. But if we put him in the back, he can hit everyone in the party with these two abilities. That's pretty good. That's not bad, as people go.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
And the Seeker Vestal. She's like a cleric, I guess. Beast Slayer. Accuracy versus beasts and crit versus beasts. Less disease resist. Less food consumed if stress is above 50. Oh. And she wants the second position, so we'll likely put the Plague Doctor in back, Demos in the third position, our Paladin in first, or Crusader, whatever. And we'll put her in second. She has a heal, she has a group heal, Hand of Light. Less damage, more damage versus Unholy. Oh, and it does... So I guess it reduces the damage and accuracy of the person that it hits, I guess? And then just a hit person in the face attack. That's... Hitting people in the face is always great.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Okay, we are going to upgrade the stagecoach. Increase the number of available heroes to 3.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities.
If we had one more, that'd be great. But we'll get 3 more next. We don't need to increase the size of the roster right now, but we'll probably do that later anyways. I wish we had just one more so we could increase the number of available heroes. That way, once we're done our first mission, we just have a full set of people we can send on the next one.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
So this is just where we can look at cutscenes. Okay, well, we finished the prologue. In the next episode, we are going to go on our very first real quest. Everybody, I've been Laughing Sand. Thank you for joining me. Have a great night.